What's up, you guys? This is Brittany from She Abundantly at sheabundantly.com. Listen, y'all, I have an awesome conversation that I'm about to have with one of this. Look at this brown sugar queen right here. Her name is Nia McDowell Williams. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, girl. Listen, long story short, I just met this queen. We are a part of a mentor program, and I just recently met her in person. And when I tell you, just the Legos went together, everything clicked, puzzle pieces just out here, just doing this because listen, she's just a Bible.com. Like her realness, her humanity, her womanhood, everything about her is very attractive. And I think other young women need to hear her. They need to see her. They need to hear her story. And so that's what I'm bringing to you during this conversation. Okay. We already started the conversation before I even pressed record. So we're going to start over. But if you haven't read the title yet, we're talking about our first time. Like our first time actually having sex, because so many people are still blinded or still in the dark when it comes to sex or their first time. What caused them to make that decision? And so a lot of young women make that decision based off of, or in darkness, based off of lies and just not having conversation around it. So my prayer is that our conversation about our first time gives you power, light, knowledge, freedom, and hopefully to make the best decision, which is to honor your body, which is to save the gift of you for someone who is committed to you in marriage. And let me tell you, girl, that boyfriend, that whoever you talking to right now, they ain't committed to you. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you're gonna see me doing a whole bunch of this. Because your girl out here coming off of a cold, coming off of a fever, and my body is just acting up right now. It got real hot. You know what I'm saying? So please forgive me in advance. But let the message speak to you louder than what's going on over here. I'm still beautiful. Right, Nia?
Still beautiful. Still beautiful.
I'm still beautiful. Okay. So listen. So we were talking about the shame or feeling some kind of way about sharing our stories, sharing the story around our first time. And why did you say is you feel nervous about that, or you have nerves about it? Why?
For one of the main reasons I was nervous about it, and I'll be fully transparent, is I thought it would make me damaged goods to men. I thought that if a man knew my story, that he would look at me as like, oh yeah, like I'm good on her. Like she's not the type of woman that I would want. And so to be in a place now where I am so far away from who I used to be, it is just very uncomfortable to go back there and share, because it's always been so covered and so private. And so to reveal it myself, as opposed to someone else revealing it or it coming out, to reveal it myself, it is kind of gave me a pause of like, I'm not there anymore. Do I really want people to see me like this? Do I want them to think about me like this? But I've spent so long trying to craft my image and trying to like just build up this wall and this mask of who I am. And it's like, I don't want my mask to really stop other young ladies or other young girls or even adult women that are feeling shame for who they've been. I don't want that to be the reason that I just keep it all covered and keep it all hidden, when it's like, that's not really,
Yep. I know exactly.
Okay to be ashamed. Well, not okay to be ashamed, but it's okay to have things in your past that you're not gung-ho about, and it doesn't make me less than anything if I choose to share.
Facts. And the reality is, and for those who are listening and you have a story to where you're feeling a lot of shame around it, you don't want to tell nobody because you know what you did and how you did it and who you did it with. If someone else heard that, they'll probably look at you different, or they'll probably be like, for real? The reality is this is what I want to share with you, and hopefully set you free as well. People got worse stories than you. People are literally doing the same things, if not worse. We just have the boldness, or shall I say, the freedom to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because you will realize you have a level of freedom when you're able to share something traumatic or something that is quote unquote shameful or embarrassing. Because, like she said, like Mia said, you're not there anymore. That's not the woman that you are now. And you realize that when you share it, the you sharing it is worth more than you holding it inside, because it's going to help set so many others free, and not just yourself. There it is.
Yeah.
And not just yourself being free, because that's the thing. We've gotten free from our stories.
Exactly.
We've been delivered, shall I say, or we've been healed, and we're still healing, of course. But it's like there's so many people who don't have a clue. They need a starting place, and our conversation may be their starting place. So kudos to you, Nia. Listen, kudos to you for being bold enough and brave enough to have this conversation with your girl. Because listen, I said, you welcome.
Thank you for having this platform. Like, thank you for giving me that space and opportunity, because I would never do it on my own.
Yes.
I would never do it on my own. So I'm very appreciative of the fact that you have this platform for me to share in a safe space, and I'm not alone while I'm sharing. And that means a lot to me.
You are awesome, and you are so welcome. Listen, I'm trying to think how we gonna start, because let's just say this. How old were you when you gave your virginity away or lost it, whatever you want to say?